say, you saved? Yes, I'm saved. I'm born again. Oh, good, good. Do you smoke? No, I don't smoke. Do you drink? No, I don't drink. Well, fine. You go to church? Yes, I go to church. And you tithe? Yes, I tithe. And you believe the King James Bible, the Word of God? Yes, I do. Well, fine. I got me a sure enough Christian here. Bless God, I got me a sure enough Christian.
A baby is not a living soul until it breathes. I'm considered a great heretic for teaching that. And so I don't teach that abortion is murder like the brethren do, and for that reason I'm considered a heretic for some of the brethren. But I'm an old dog. I've been around a long time. You know what I've observed? I've observed that the Pharisees always went about matters of sex. Some of the brethren are kind of, I think they're sex-obsessional neurotics. And they sound all their Bible teaching, they get into sex, they just go batty as a floozy, man. They don't know where they're at. I don't know what it is. It must be kind of a form of Phariseeism. Some of my brethren get so hung up or hung off something on short skirts that they get so obsessed with that thing that they spend half the ministry talking about how women look. And the thing is about those kind of things, you don't want to get hung up on those things. Some of the brethren get so hung up on this thing, you know, abortion is murder, abortion is murder. They show you pictures. What they're trying to prove? They're trying to prove the thing looks like a person, it is a person. That's what Darwin taught. You've got to watch that business. You can take an embryo of an animal and prove it looks like an embryo of a person. That doesn't make it a person. You've got to watch that business. You go around and start proving that thing is a person before that thing is born, then you got that matter of salvation, and the first thing you know, you'll be up there at the Catholic hospital dumping water on them so they don't go to limbo. You got to watch that kind of stuff. Now, I'll grant you the child is an organism. I'll grant you that, with a lot of organisms. I'll grant you the child may be alive in the sense of animal life. I'll grant you that. I'll grant you it's an embryo. I'll grant you that. But if you're talking about a living soul, see, I read my Bible, there's no living soul there till the Lord breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. Amen. And when you smack that baby and that baby goes, yeah, you can't blame a kid for yelling. Look what he's coming into. And when that kid yells, as far as I'm concerned, then they're a living soul. Now, if you ever start teaching the other, and maybe some of you fellows subscribe that way, you're going to have some real problems. When all those Indians and Hindus came into Bangladesh and Pakistan and raped about 2,000 women, left them with about 800 illegitimate children, the good Catholic nuns, in order to increase the membership in the local church, decided that it would be a terrible sin to have any abortion. So the will of God for 800 women who were abused against their will to bear children for the Roman Catholic Church. I don't believe it. Then you get talking like this, and folks say, when you get talking like this, then the libertines say, well, then abortion's all right, therefore, and take advantage of it, you see. I won't compromise the truth whether you take advantage of it or whether you don't.
Amen, brother.
I mean, if somebody takes advantage of the truth I just gave, that lies between them and the Lord.
You smoke? No, I don't smoke. You drink? No, I don't drink. Well, fine, you go to church? Yes, I go to church. And you tithe? Yes, I tithe. And you believe the King James Bible, the Word of God? Yes, I did. Well, fine. I got me a sure enough Christian here. Bless God, I got me a sure enough Christian.